Hey guys, I'm going to be teaching you how to use Hammer for Source SDK, which is really easy. All you got to do, well, it's easy once you get used to it. Just to get it, open up your browser and go into steampowered.com. Once you're in here, hit Get Steam Now and save it, install it, create an account, all that stuff. I already have one, so open it up, go to your store. You'll want a source game, which pretty much any of Valve's games, most of Valve's games. Like it'll say includes. It should say includes level editor, includes editor. So like Half-Life 2 includes source SDK. It should say include source SDK. If it doesn't, well then you can't use it. Alright, in order to get it, open up Tools, and you should see it. It should be gray, or if you've already installed it, just double click it, install it, right click it, install it, whatever. And once you're done installing it, launch it up. You can use Counter-Strike, whatever, but I will be using Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Double click Hammer Editor to go into it. Okay, you'll want to hit File, New. Alright, I'm going to just show you the UI. Like just like the user interface. Real quick. This is a selection tool. Use it to select stuff that you create. This is the magnify. You go over, click it, whatever, and it just zooms in. You can achieve the same effect by scrolling in, scrolling out and stuff. So, this is the camera tool. Again, not a very useful one, but you can use it to drag your camera around, which you can do other ways. Entity tool, I'll explain more later. Brush tool, I'll show later. Texture tool. Alright, texture tool, I'm going to explain later. Pretty much all of these I'll explain later. I'm just showing you off the UI real quick and how to get it. Alright, this is how you, hitting this toggles the 3D grid. I have absolutely no idea what that does. So, yeah. Smaller grid, you can use left bracket or hit these buttons. This makes it larger. So making it larger makes it so you create really big blocks. Using smaller the more detail you'll get in. I always have it at least one up from the smallest, so that it's 2, which is good because almost all the architectural things use powers of 2, and if you use ones, there's small chances you can get leaks, but not that big. Alright, this is the load window state. I have no idea what these do. This undoes stuff and this redos stuff. So like, let's say you create stuff, you screw up, you can just undo it. You can also hit Control Z, Control Y, carve. Okay, don't do that. Just never ever in your life touch this button. No matter what you do, don't touch the carve button. Never. There's never a good reason, no matter what people say. There's no reason to use the carve. Unless you like want to screw up your map. Group selected objects, ungroups them, toggles group ignore. I honestly don't know all of this. Cordon tools I'll show later. This is texture lock, which means if you like move your brush, like make it bigger or smaller, then the texture will move with it. Or, well, yeah. And this does that too. These are just all the stuff. I won't really touch them. This runs your map, so you can test it. And that's about it. So get mapping, or just install it, whatever.